Hi again, I'm Leah.
I'm Jeff.
Today we're going to talk more deeply about the 100 citizenship questions.
今天呢，我们还谈论这个更深入的100题的公民考试问题。
One of the questions is, name one problem that led to the Civil War.
其中的一个问题是导致美国内战的一个理由。
There are three possible answers. They are slavery, economic reasons, and states' rights.
它有3个可能的答案，它们是奴隶制度、经济原因，还有各州的权利。
So, the American Civil War began in 1861. It was fought between the northern states, which were called the Union, and the southern states, which were called the Confederacy.
这个美国的这个内战呢，是从1861年开始，它是这个北方州叫做这个 Union， 跟南方州叫做 Confederacy 之间的战争。
Let's talk about the first reason for the war, slavery.
我们现在来讲第一个导致战争的原因，奴隶制度。
Beginning in 1619, Africans were captured and forced to come work for no pay in the United States, especially in the southern states. We will talk more about slavery in the United States in another video.
从1619年开始呢，这个非洲人呢会被这个捉住，然后强迫在美国工作，然后没有任何薪水，特别是在这个南方的各州。我们会在另外一个影片呢更深入的讨论美国的奴隶制度。
For over 200 years, slavery continued. By the middle of the 1800s, there were about 4 million slaves living in the United States.
奴隶制度从那时候开始呢，又延续了200年，到了19世纪中期，在美国呢有400万的奴隶。
The southern states' economies were built on slave labor.
南方各州的经济呢，是从这个奴隶的这个劳力中建立的。
Since the slaves did most of the farm work, the slave owners would be poor if they freed their slaves and had to pay new workers. Of course, they didn't want that.
因为这个奴隶呢，做了大部分的这个农场工作，所以假如奴隶，他们假如需要支付奴隶薪水的话呢，他们就会没有钱，或者是说他们假如释放他们奴隶的话，他们也会变得贫穷，所以他们不想要这样做。
However, many people in the United States were anti-slavery.
然而呢，在美国其实当时很多人已经反对奴隶制度。
Sometimes slaves from the South were able to escape. They came to northern states and told people about how terrible slavery was.
有时候奴隶他们逃走了，他们到了北方的州，然后告诉那边的人们，奴隶制度是多么的可怕。
A movement began to fight for the end of slavery in the South. This was called the abolitionist movement.
那时候呢，就有一个运动，它开始呢就要终结奴隶制度。这个制度呢就叫做 终结奴隶的运动。
By the time the Civil War began, about 15,000 Americans were members of abolitionist societies.
这个内战快要开始的时候呢，在美国大概有15000人是这个脱离奴隶制度这个社团的这个会员。
Still, there were many people in the United States who didn't want slavery to end. Of course, the Southern slave owners were some of these people.
当然呢，还有很多人他不希望这个奴隶制度结束哈。那很多奴隶主呢，也是其中的一些他们这些人。
But many people were just racist. They believed that people of different races were not equal.
但是呢，很多人他也其实只是有种族歧视，他们认为呢，不同种族的人并不平等。
They thought that it was okay that one race should own another. Racist people lived all over the United States, in northern states and western states too.
他们认为呢，一个种族拥有另外一个种族是可以的。种族歧视者呢，住在美国各个地方，包括北方州或这个西方的州。
In 1860, Abraham Lincoln became president. He was elected partly because he was anti-slavery.
1860年的时候呢，林肯当选总统。他当选的理由呢，一部分是因为他是反对奴隶制度的。
As soon as he became the president, 7 states seceded or broke away from the United States.
当他变总统的时候呢，7个州脱离这个美国。
These states were South Carolina, Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, Texas, Virginia, Arkansas, Tennessee, and North Carolina.
这些州呢是南卡罗来纳州、密西西比州、佛罗里达州、阿拉巴马、乔治亚、路易斯安那、德州、维吉尼亚州、阿肯色州、田纳西州跟北卡罗来纳州。
They wanted to make their own laws and not be under the control of the federal government. They wanted states to have more rights on their own.
他们呢希望可以制定自己的法律，然后不被这个联邦政府控制。他们呢也希望这个州可以制定更多自己的法律。
So, why didn't the North just let the South break away?
所以呢，为什么北方州不让南方州就离开？
Well, one reason was that many Northerners wanted the entire country to remain as one and the entire country to abolish slavery.
其中一个理由呢，是很多北方的人希望这个一个国家可以保持完整，然后整个国家呢都可以这个遗弃所谓的奴隶制度。
Another reason that the North wanted to keep the South was because of economic reasons.
另外一个理由，北方希望南方在这个里面，是因为这个经济的原因。
At the time, the US economy was built on the combination of industry in the North and agriculture or farming in the South.
那时候呢，美国的经济是这个工业 北方跟农业南方的一个综合。
These are 3 of the reasons that the North and South went to war in 1861.
这就是其中3个原因呢，北方跟南方，在1861年发生战争。
To sum up, the North wanted to keep the Union together because they wanted the country to completely abolish slavery, and they wanted to keep the US economy strong as a whole.
总结来讲呢，北方希望这个整个 Union 呢可以团结在一起，因为他们希望整个国家都可以这个遗弃这个奴隶制度，然后他们的这个美国经济可以很强。
The southern states wanted states' rights. They didn't want to have to follow all of the laws of the federal government.
南方各州呢，希望有各州的权利，他们不希望需要这个遵从联邦政府的这个法律。
The Civil War ended up lasting 4 years.
内战呢，持续了4年。
The number of people killed was the most of any war in United States history. We estimate that it is around 800,000.
死亡人数呢是美国所有战争中最高的，我们预估大概有80万人之多。
In the end, the North won, and the country became whole again.
到了最后呢，北方胜利了，然后国家又统一了。
Slavery was officially outlawed, and states' rights were defined more clearly.
奴隶制度呢，终于这个变成违法的，然后这个州的权利呢，也更定义得更清楚了。
In short, states can make their own laws, but those laws cannot override the federal laws.
所以呢，州可以制定自己的法律，但是这些法律不能够违反联邦法律。
We hope you learned something from our video today. Stay tuned for more interesting background information about the 100 citizenship questions. Bye!